Hey guys, hello, hello. All right, so Libras, let's go ahead and jump on into a message for you guys. Let's see where the one takes us, shall we? Um, we are starting out with a Five of Pentacles, and we've also got the King of Cups in the reverse, though. I mean, this is starting to look like somebody's, especially in their dreams. This is somebody who is like really feeling it. They're in their feels. They're feeling a loss. They're feeling like maybe you notice how their pentacles, which are pieces of amethyst crystal, are like tucked into this cave. Maybe this person held back and they held back so long that now they don't have anything to give, or maybe this is about somebody who's afraid to give. They're over here feeling a lot of love, but they certainly won't share it. They hold back their emotions from an empress. What? What? The empress is upright. That's our Libra. It's our Libra Taurus. Somebody's intentionally holding back, but it's not making them happy. It's making them bereft. Telling you, this is kind of ridiculous because we've got a King of Wands and he's in the reverse, but I'm going to show him in the upright for just a minute. Because you notice how he's pretty grumpy no matter what. Not really the way this should be, right? Why so grumpy? Why so irritable? We keep seeing somebody show up as a king. It's like if I even talk about the empress, they're like, you know, like that's my grump face. Why so grumpy in regards to this empress? Queen of Wands. Well, they think she's living her best life without them. So they're grumpy and bent out of shape, maybe because she went ahead and was like, we keep seeing her in the upright. This is our empress. Our empress is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who maybe they either think that they, I'm not going to make it fly with her. I'm not going to be able to get with her. And so that makes them grumpy. And they keep focusing on the loss, like she's out of my league. She's out of my league. There's a song, and I can't think of who sings it, but it's the name of it is not Out of My League. It's that's a different song, but there's a song about you were out of my league. And I can't think of the rest of the lyrics, but it's a really interesting song. We've got the Two of Wands. So they're at a point where you notice how they are actually standing here trying to act all zen, but they're in the claw of the talons of like a gigantic bird, but they're standing here acting like, no, see, I'm all at peace with all this. She's not mine. I can't be in her world, but I'm totally fine about it. No, this person is faking it. At night in their bed, maybe they're missing holding her. I don't know, but this is sleeping and feeling that loneliness with that Five of Pentacles. Daytime hours being big grumpy. And then all the while she's in the upright looking great, but they keep acting like, oh, I'm totally fine with this. Whatever happens, doesn't matter. I'm totally at peace with it. Then why are you standing in the talons of an eagle? They're not being truthful. We've got the Fool card and it came out sideways. They keep acting like it'll be fine. It's fine. I'm good. It's fine. I'll just go in a different direction. I'll start something new and it'll be so fine. It's not even going to be a problem. That's not how they feel, though, from what I can tell. That's not the reality of this at all. We've got a Six of Wands here. Excuse me, Six of Swords here. They want to move on from this attitude that they're in. I feel like they want to move on from her because thinking about her and the fact that they don't match with her and they can't get with her is bringing them down. And they're trying to move on from the disappointment. But I'm not sure I understand why is it that they're acting like they can't possibly get with her. I don't understand because she seems pretty awesome. She's over here giving loving, We've got the Chariot here. And I think this is kind of an interesting Chariot, just because it's like the spin master. Again with the yin yang here, but it came out sideways. They can't get with her because they feel like they can't be the, what is it, the woofer and tweeters, in stereo systems. It's like we don't harmonize. I can't get myself into sync with her. Maybe they can't live in her world. Maybe there's a distance that they can't seem to cross. They can't get to her. Why is it that they think that they can't possibly get into her world, though? Why can they not travel to go see her? Why is that a problem? Okay, so we have the devil. Hang on, I kind of have to cover most of this card because we got some people in their birthday suits. But we got the devil here. Well, they're actually covered up. They're okay, but I'll still give them a little bit of an outfit. Devil, they're stuck in something. They're stuck in something. 4 of Cups in the reverse, and then the High Priestess sideways. Well, if they want to keep acting, hang on, I'll put the devil card back here. If they want to keep acting like it's all good, it's fine. I can't come toward her. Why? Because I'm kind of stuck in something else. I'm only halfway listening to my intuition. I want to act like it's not that big a deal, but it is that big a deal. So they're continuously denying what their problem is too. Well, if somebody won't admit that there's an issue at all and they want to keep acting like everything's fine, I'm not even that crazy about her. I'm just super like brokenhearted over this, super grumpy and in a horrible mood because I feel like she's good without me and I can't seem to travel to get to her because I'm stuck in something super toxic, but I'm not admitting that that's what's going on. Instead, I just want to keep acting like, oh, whatever, it wouldn't have worked anyhow. No wonder this person is like, it's as if they think that they're trying to make the best out of a difficult situation, but by lying to themselves, I don't see how that's helping because we only see them in a bad mood. We see them trying to convince themselves that they can move on from this, but I don't really see it happening. 7 of Pentacles. It's funny. I feel like this person's going to go bury themselves in work and just try to just focus on work. They don't want to deal with all the other emotions. And maybe that's it. Maybe this person, when things don't go well, when they're trapped in something that they can't seem to change or they don't have what it takes to change it. Maybe that's why they get into such a bad mood and then they just push it out of their mind. Like that's their coping mechanism, is to just push it out of their minds and just work. With a Page of Wands here, I don't know. I feel like this is the thing that they've always done. Anytime there's a problem, they just turn to like, let me suppress it instead of working on what it is. So here's the dragon still right there, like breathing fire in their ear. I feel like their passion for this hasn't diminished at all, but they just go ahead and they try to suppress it. I don't get why they're doing this. Let me change decks and see. Let's go for something that might be more straightforward. About the devil, that they say there isn't any problem. The Fool. It's weird because the devil card really shouldn't be clarified by the Fool. I mean, the Fool card would be, taking a leap of faith. It's maybe this person is scared. Maybe that's the fear holds them back from taking a leap of faith. And that's the part that they don't really want to admit. It's hard to admit that I'm scared. She's amazing. I feel like she's out of my league. And so I'm flat out scared. Princess of Wands. I think that this person, they maybe if things could have been handled at a different tempo for them, like they don't feel maybe super confident and they're wishing that they could have just like not had to. They meet an Empress, and the Empress, when we meet somebody and we go, wow, that person is amazing. And instead of them saying, I'm so fortunate to have met this person and I want to see what's going to happen with them, they go, that person is so amazing. There's no way that's going to work. I wish I could have just dated them. I wish that they had some huge character flaws, something that would make me feel better about myself. I wish that this could have been handled where it was just like, maybe we could have like casually hooked up a little bit before, anything had to be like labeled or something. But, with an Empress, you're like, you show up with your A game or you don't show up at all, because she's not going to tango with you. This isn't an option. The whole Princess of Wands thing, the fling, isn't an option. But this person wanted to take a leap of faith full-fledged and say, I want to be with Empress. But the truth of it is, they're only used to maybe doing the flings, and that's all that they feel comfortable in. Maybe they've never really had a successful long-term relationship. Maybe they've had long-term ones that didn't work. Strength card, I'm telling you, in the reverse, it's fear. So the devil is fear, and that's the thing that they don't want to admit. So they got scared of the Libra. The Libra was too awesome. What's the universe got to say about that? Because I know what I would say about that, but I'm not going to say it. The Judgment card, the Princess of Swords. So what universe says on behalf of the Libra is, all right, making a judgment call on something. After contemplating it and contemplating, what did we learn about this person? The guides are here bringing information and hovering around Libra all the time. Libra, what did we learn about this? What is the judgment call we can make based off of what information we do have? Not projecting other things, but really maybe taking a moment and reflecting on, what has this person shown me? If this person has like not pursued Libra, maybe Libra has been like, I'm freaking confused. And this is saying, no, you're not really, Libra. Contemplate things. Judge just the behavior that you've actually seen. Evaluate what has someone shown to us. We have the Hermit, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is really, it's just saying Libra already knows. Libra already knows this person has a ton of healing to do, and they run away from that. They lie, they act like everything's fine. Oh, what do you mean there's nothing wrong with me? There's a whole bunch wrong with the way this person is like suppressing things, getting scared, not admitting it, running for the hills instead of running toward the person that they actually want, all because there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. And that healing, if they want to keep lying and acting like it's all good, it's going to take them a really, really long time to get good, to get, that's like saying, oh no, I'm not thirsty. And somebody keeps going, hey, well, you look really dehydrated. You look like it's a hot day. Don't you want something? No, I don't need anything. I don't need your water. And until they like pass out from, heat stroke or something. Like, why are we denying the obvious? And I want to say that this person's behavior, when Libra stops and thinks about it, it's like, oh, it is very obvious. They're scared out of their mind of me. They're scared of taking a leap of faith instead of just having some little fling. And they know that they can't do a fling with an Empress. It's not going to work. So instead, they're over there missing the heck out of me and trying to act like this doesn't bother them. I know that it bothers them. That's the truth of it. And I also know that they've got a bunch of stuff that they got to heal, so they quit acting this way. But if they want to keep lying about it, it's just going to bog them down. It doesn't mean it detracts anything from me. Probably the best I can do is keep being successful, keep staying in Empress energy. But I do think that, an Empress is very, very understanding. Like they get why people do what they do, because they contemplate someone's actions. They contemplate like, okay, what did they really show me? And why would they have done that? Now that I realize, okay, they ran from me, but they were attracted to me, but now they're hiding out from me and they keep trying to act like it ain't no big thing, when I can feel that that's not true. I can feel that energy like broiling off of them. So wait, what's at the heart of that? Oh, fear. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I sure hope that they get it together, because I'm not going to stop being an Empress so that I can step down from my throne in order to match them. That's not how an Empress rolls. An Empress doesn't say, okay, let me find something to get insecure and scared about so that then we can, like just have some lighthearted thing that never goes anywhere because we're both secretly scared that we're not enough. No, I know that I'm enough. I'm enough to be loved and cherished. I'm the kind of person you marry. I'm the kind of long-term commitment. I'm the successful individual who believes that I choose people that I care about and that care about me. But if you're going to run from me, then you obviously aren't able to choose us. So you got to go work on that. I think that's kind of the attitude. Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. She's still sending this person like, look, I hope that you figure out how to love you. This is not a hopeless case at all, but it's definitely not something she's going to be investing in. They have to make the transformation. They have to love themselves. This is Ganesh, remover of obstacles. And this is somebody who simply needs to work on themselves. She is letting this person go to go work on themselves right now. what might happen here if that is something that they can do. And I think she's sending them off with her blessings. I don't know that she's saying it. I just think she's kind of like projecting that, like, I get it, this person's running scared and they're bogging down their own thing. If I chase them, like, think of it this way. I like to use a feral cat as an example, or any animal who's been like, they're petrified. You may have the best intentions. You want to feed this little cat and help it get strong again, but if you approach a feral cat, they're going to run back into the bushes and go further away from you and the food that you're trying to offer and the care. Instead, what do? You just say, feral cat has to decide what it wants. I ain't chasing you. I might still put food out. Basically, like, I'm going to put out good energy vibes towards you. I hope you figure it out, baby. I hope you figure it out. But I'm not even going to say it with words. I'm not going to act like I'm paying attention to you. You need to do what you need to do. But I'm not here sending you any venom. I'm only sending you the hope that you figure out the things about you that I've already figured out about you, which is you're scared. You got to have more confidence. You got to get beyond those blockages, but only you can do it. I can't chase you around and tell you this is what you need to do. If only you could believe in yourself. No, she doesn't say any of that. That's on them. They just got to figure it out. But she's not sending out any venomous thoughts to them. Any like, oh my God, you hurt me. You did me dirty. You did me wrong. Why did you, love me, but you run from me and it hurts my feelings. So the Empress is like, oh no, they got enough hurt to deal with. And they're not projecting it onto me. I can see what they're doing. And it's too bad, but only they can change that. So the all gifted, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Wands. Let me put it this way. If this person never does get to the point where they can remove those blockages, get beyond that fear, she's not going to be waiting. Her life is not on hold for them at all. And that person may or may not ever make those changes. But the way she's conducted herself has actually made her that much more powerful, that much more empowered, that much more capable of like blossoming with this all gifted. The way she's conducted herself is that much more progress in her own life with that Wheel of Fortune. She's consistently, even though she's already an Empress and you would think she couldn't go any higher, she actually has. She's become the all gifted at this point, which this is actually Pandora. In Greek mythology, Pandora, although she was a mortal woman, she was the first woman ever created in mythology. And so she was constructed out of clay. And then all of the Olympian gods gifted her with some of their gifts. And so she actually was more of had the attributes of a god, although she technically was immortal. And until, Pandora's box gets open, she's, a wonderful character. But then, of course, unwittingly opening Pandora's box and spilling all the negativity out on planet Earth, she's forever remembered for her misstep, right? But this is before Pandora's box is open, because this is in the upright. The box is still shut. There's no negativity here. This is our Empress who's actually kind of stepped up yet another level. And she's extremely, I'll say there's a new era of her life about to be ushered in where it's going to be a time of great growth. Why? Because she probably didn't get bogged down by the problems that she faced with that person. As we can see, if anything, if they had burdened her of thoughts of like what was going on with this person, if those thoughts had burdened her, she is no longer burdened. She's really in a really positive head and heart space. Because it's not like an Empress doesn't have feelings that can be really wounded when somebody like avoids her and stays away from her, especially if it's somebody where there was love with this person. But why could it not go anywhere? Why did they not pursue? Why did they do the opposite? Why did they be like, I love her, I'm going to head for the door and disappear? That's hurtful. But in this case, she's over that wounding. Queen of Cups, she's ready to give her love to somebody. She's very much, I would argue she's actually completely healed at this point. Ace of Swords sideways. She's not quite sure what's coming in for her next. Only that this is the sword is in front of the tree of life with all these runes all over. And we've got the messengers on either side. Her tree of life is about to have some new branches on it. There's signs and signals all the time around her, but she's not really aware of it because she doesn't see what's coming in. A 10 of Pentacles, a 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords. I do fear that this person is going to miss their chance because they seem to still be stuck out here. Meanwhile, She may have, I mean, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, but she could have a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus coming in. She may be about to build a family with somebody else. Whatever it is, her life is going to be extremely satisfying. It's exactly what she's wished for. Meanwhile, we still have this person over here stuck. And here's the messengers and here's the runes all around them. If they want to be the person who's a part of her world, they probably need to hot step it. They need to get out of that stuck energy. But to me, it looks like our Libra is about to have a turn of really good fortune. If they are a business person, you know, the abundance that they have shown to that character, I'll say benevolence that they've shown to that character, in just saying, you know what, I realize they're scared. All I can do is wish them, like, I wish that they would figure out that there's nothing to be afraid of with me, but all I can do is project goodness toward them and let them do what they need to. That goodness that they're projecting outward, I think, is kind of embellishing and enhancing every aspect of their life. Their career path, they may start to have like a lot of financial success. They have a lot of wonderful things that happen to them throughout this year. All the while, it does look like that person is still kind of stuck in their head, unable to let go, unable to move on, they may walk away, but they just can't break free of the fear. 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Well, this goes in one of two ways. Either they eventually do move on from that fear and they come in for a reunion, or she simply fully moves beyond their reach. And it's her who has a very celebratory, very wonderful, fun time ahead. We've already seen her life getting better and better. I hate to leave somebody stuck like this. Let me just ask so that we can define, is it them who finally gets beyond those blockages, or is it her that moves on from them and their blockages? What happens with our 8 of Swords? 5 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that's super positive. So they don't have some devastating loss here that's going to break their hearts. That's awesome. 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Lovers. Let me put it this way. In this story, it appears that you notice she has become the Queen of Cups. We already saw that. I kind of think that they do find it in their hearts to try to come back in. But I'm thinking that they show up at a time where there's another person in her life. I'm not sure that they get another chance with her. They may be trying to come in, but I'm not so sure that they get another chance with her. It kind of looks like Libra is living their best life with the Star card, but there's also a chance to heal things. Maybe that's just it. Maybe the purpose of this person coming back in, we got the Moon. I was going to say maybe the purpose is not for them to get, to heal things with the Libra, but rather, to heal things with Libra and with the intention of getting back together with Libra, but maybe it was more about simply healing something with the Libra, even though Libra is already with somebody else. Thing is, with that Moon card, I feel like the Libra moves forward in life while they're still stuck. They go ahead and they make some really successful moves in their life. They're kind of living their best life. And this person finally gets out of their stuck energy, their fear. They decide that they don't want to have a missed opportunity. But by the time they come back in, I do think Libra is with somebody else. But what's crazy is that their story doesn't end there. These two still have more storyline up ahead. Well, 10 of Swords to the Hermit. 10 of Swords is a significant ending with a deep sense of understanding. Is it that, the Fool card, is it that these two actually have like a second chapter, but it's not as romantic partners? They come in hoping to still have romance with Libra. Libra's already attached to somebody else. So there is an ending, but that's maybe just the way it was supposed to go. And now perhaps these two they're going to be something else to each other. With that 4 of Swords sideways, there's some kind of like, wow, was that the purpose? Did Libra sign up to actually help this person? Yeah, 2 of Swords, something that they'll never fully fully know. They only knew like they were on autopilot. I'm going through the motions. I'm meeting this person. I'm loving this person. This person won't love me back because they're too darn scared. I hope that they change their perception. In the meantime, I've got to go ahead and keep living my life. I do. I have success. I have happiness. I wind up with another lover by the time this person shows up. And then instead of us getting back together, it's really that I'm just now recognizing maybe the reason I ever met this person in the first place and ever interacted with them in the first place is because maybe I signed up somewhere before I came down to this earth. I signed up to help this person on their path. I signed up to love them unconditionally, even if it wasn't that we were going to be together as successful romantic partners. And now that somehow we bury that issue that existed between us, they know that I always did love them. I still care about them and wish them the best, but now we can part ways and our romance is not going to be revived. But maybe this was not for the sake of romance after all. Maybe this was a meaningful connection for a totally different reason. Maybe I signed up to help this person grow. Okay, I accept that. This is almost like Libra saying, all right, if somebody, before I got born on this planet, if somebody came to me and said, listen, there's this person who's going to need your help. You're not going to get much out of it, but would you want to give them a whole bunch of help? And, you know, maybe Libra's going to say, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, it might hurt. It might be tough. And Libra still says, that's okay. You know what? You know, we're here to help each other, even if sometimes it's exhausting to be the teacher. I kind of think that's the way that this is seen now in retrospect. I don't think it could have been visualized this way up until this point, until their love story has really closed and Libra's already with somebody else and they are now going in a different direction as well after they've kind of come together and you know, had some kind of like I would say like a beautiful closure to this. And I think it's kind of one of those where maybe it sounds bittersweet or melancholy, but it's almost like both of these people are like, thank you for helping me. And the other person's like, you're welcome. It was worth it, you know? And honestly, my life is amazing anyway. I mean, the Libra's life is going to be amazing. And I don't think that they regret having helped this person as hard as it maybe was. Not if they made that big an impact in somebody's life. That's an amazing gift to give. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Libras, I don't know how yours always turn out so long, so complicated. But this one left me with a really like a relief on this one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you do enjoy my fictional storytelling, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Helps my fictional storytelling to continue to be here. Helps my channel to grow. I thank you so much for that. And welcome if you're new. I wish I was a psychic, but I am not. I do not do predictions. I don't tell you how life's going to go or give life advice. Nothing of that sort. This is all purely fictional storytelling where we watch how these characters play things out. Hopefully it's inspirational. Hopefully it's thought-provoking. That to me is what all you know, entertainment and storytelling is about, is it makes us think about things in different ways through the actions of these characters. But of course, it's hopefully empowering to be reminded we get to choose differently in our own lives, no matter how much we may identify or, you know, sympathize with characters. Still, ultimately, we get to choose differently than the characters. So I hope that we always choose what we want. All right, take care. Bye.